engaging kids in class read-alouds without worksheets. That I think is something that's really important because it just makes read-alouds really boring. And so I want to tell you about one of my favorite read-alouds to read to the class. It's called The Unteachables by Gordon Corman, and it's a really funny book. And one of the ways that I engage the kids while I'm reading it is I'll pause and I'll be like, okay, show me an expression that looks like what the character was just described as, or something like that. And then in this book particularly, each chapter is from a different character's perspective. And so at some point throughout reading it, I'll be like, which character would you want to be friends with and why? Or which character would you not want to be friends with and why? And then explain it. And then another thing that we do in my class while we're working on this particular story is while I'm reading, we create the characters based on the descriptions that are in the book. And this book is a really great one for that because one of the characters in the story describes all of the other characters as like comic book characters because he's really into comics, and so he like describes the teacher as a mix between the Grinch and Squidward. And there's like other characters that he describes the one from California as the blonde phantom, and another one as a mix between Birdman and Sleeping Beauty. And so the characters are all created based on facts about them. And then I also get the kids to like write little jot notes about the characters beside it. So like one of them is Elaine, who rhymes with pain, and Mateo describes her as a mix between Chewbacca and Lois Lane, and there's rumors about her hurting other people. And so this is such a really great way to engage the kids. And then once we've finished reading the story, I get the kids, we brainstorm all of the scenes of the story, and then right now actually I'm getting the kids to create a scratch project where they design their favorite scene, so that the rest of the class can easily tell by their scratch programming which scene they picked, and they can explain why it was their favorite as well. And so there's no worksheets in this at all. They engage really creatively with their art, and then writing down facts about each of the characters. And then I also make them do a writing piece about which character they would want to be friends with and why. And then the last part of it is creating a scratch program. So it's a fantastic story, and I really like engaging kids in novels by doing activities like this rather than worksheets.